All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Mayor Tim Baldermann, joined today by Dr. Lori Motsch, the new superintendent of District 122. Lori, thanks for being out.
Thank you. I'm so proud to be here. This is my official first week of work, so can't think of a better way to start it.
Neither can we. We're so grateful that you're here. We're going to have a lot to talk about today. Happy 4th of July to everybody here in New Lenox, the home of proud Americans. A special thank you to our volunteers from Channel 6 that have got us all set up here today, so thank you. We appreciate that. This is a little different for us. Obviously, the COVID pandemic that has struck has wreaked havoc on quite a few of the activities, especially, with school.
Oh, yes, definitely. We are very, very busy planning, Tim. Honestly, every single day we get new updates from Illinois State Board of Education, new guidance. And right now, I know the pressing question on everyone's mind is school going to start? It will start somehow, some way. We will offer options. We're just working on what those options are right now.
Absolutely,
yep.
And we'll have a little more conversation about that as the parade goes on. But, normally we have a great fireworks display here in New Lenox that we're really proud of. It's such a great display, though, that we end up with between 8,000 and 10,000 people coming down to the Commons.
Sure.
Safety is very important to all of us,
yes.
and that's why you took the steps that you took with educating our children over the spring,
yes.
right before summer break, and that's why we're not able to have the fireworks this year, but I think this is a great substitute, don't you?
I think so, too. It feels very patriotic out here. Everyone's in their red, white, and blue, and it also feels like a celebration, which is what I think we've been missing, is celebrating together. So this is great.
You are so right. And the people that we're celebrating, of course, as Americans, we're proud to celebrate all of our freedoms and all the rights that we have here. But we wanted to do something special in our community and say thank you to those frontline workers that did not get a break during the pandemic.
They are the true heroes in all of this, for sure.
Yeah, there's no question about that. It's people use the term essential, and in reality, everybody's essential.
Yes.
And we feel horribly for those that did not have the opportunity to work over the last 4 months. Struggled financially,
yes.
of course, because of that. And we've got so many great families here that work hard and did not get to go to work. So we want to honor and celebrate them as well. But for those frontline workers that didn't have a choice,
yes.
that had to go there, we're here to honor them today. And of course, most importantly, as we always do, a special thank you to our veterans.
Of course. That's what this day is all about. Thank goodness for this beautiful country that we live in, and we have this beautiful day today, just celebrating them.
It is great weather, isn't it?
I love this weather. This is my kind of weather.
It's funny.
I don't know if you could tell.
I think you and I have both done pretty well with the weather. We both like the sunshine. I think a lot of people like the sunshine. We might be in a little better position sitting here on the stool and being able to drink water as opposed to those that were willing to march and walk in the parade here today. But it's not a long route, so I think they'll make it.
That'll be good. And hopefully they'll feel the love and support of this beautiful community, and even if they are hot, they're just going to take in that love and they'll get their drink at the end.
That's right.
Right?
And it is a great community, you're right. We've got so many wonderful people that are here, so many wonderful businesses that are here.
Yes.
We're very fortunate, you and I both, to be able to represent different organizations here in the town.
I'm so proud.
So as they're coming out, let's talk a little bit. So how long have you been with 122?
Okay, so I have been with 122 since 1995. Prior to that, I taught at St. Jude. So my entire career from 1991 has been in this town. So 1995 I started. Fun fact, I sent a video out to the families. My first teaching job was at Schmuel School.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's a historical landmark, and I don't know if that means I'm old or...
Well, I hope not, because my two kids went to kindergarten. My first two oldest kids went to kindergarten at Schmuel.
I remember them.
If you're old, I'm really old.
Yes. So I'm proud to serve this community. I understand them, and this is exciting
Well,
today.
you've done a wonderful job, and anyone that's been associated with 122 knows you. They know how dedicated you are. They know how much you care about kids and staff. And so what a great selection by the school board to choose you to be the new superintendent. We've had a string of great superintendents
We
here.
really have.
And we know that
Yes.
you're gonna fit right in and
Thank you.
really move the bar forward.
Thank
We're
you.
really excited.
Thank you.
All right, coming up. So we have got our grand marshals, of course, typically lead off any parade.
Right.
And we thought that it would be best to select for our grand marshals some of those frontline workers, the ones who don't sign up for this.
Yeah. Yes.
In education, you're expected to do a lot of things and to adjust
Yes.
with the times. I know I spent 22 years in law enforcement, and I signed up for good and bad, and no matter what happened, our military does that, our healthcare workers
Yes.
do that. But these frontline workers, these grocery store workers, these pharmacy workers, they don't.
I mean, we are so grateful to them because everybody was home. We had to eat.
Right.
We needed food. More
Right.
food than probably we normally intake. It was pretty much all you could do was eat.
That's right.
And we were just so grateful. They literally were putting their lives on the line.
You know what?
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
And that's not an exaggeration.
It's
that's
not.
really true. They put themselves out there,
Yes.
especially in the very beginning, before we started talking about universal mask wearing and before
Yes.
there was plexiglass up
Yes.
and before we knew how to spread. Those frontline workers really did put themselves out there,
Yes.
and typically for a much lower wage
I was
than
just
everyone
gonna say, and not the compensation for it.
No, that's for sure.
Oh,
So here we go. let's look. We have got
Oh,
our
this is
grand
great.
marshals, Zach Brown and Lillian Whalen from the Whitmore Ace Hardware team.
Oh, I love
And
that place.
Isn't that? It's a
Yes,
great place, and they've done a
yes,
great job
yes.
of refurbishing it.
Oh, it's
and
awesome.
They're a great part. And so you look at, you see a lot of young people out here. We are very grateful for what they did. Great job, everybody.
Awesome.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Look at the drill.
Yeah, is that great? Very, very clever. Very, very clever. So thank you to Whitmore Ace and to our grand marshals. 120 years.
That's
they have
amazing.
been serving customers. Still open, always essential, and forever helpful.
Yes, I would agree.
Now, like you mentioned earlier, our veterans.
Aw.
We cannot have a 4th of July celebration without our veterans. We have representatives from the Harry E. Anderson VFW Post 9545. Tim Terrell is the commander. Thomas E. Hartung American Legion Post 1977, where Dan Drismella is the commander. And look
Love
at
it.
this.
I love
hey,
it.
buddy. And we have got the USS Chicago Submarine Veterans, Inc. They
Oh
are-
my goodness.
Isn't that impressive?
That is awesome.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Very good.
They are named after the USS Chicago 721, a nuclear attack submarine, and for the Chicago area where they recruit new members. The members have served in submarines from World War II to present time.
That's amazing. That's
There they are.
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to see you, veterans. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you for your
very
service. Great to see you all. Thank you for being out. Outstanding. There
Very
we go.
Yes, we love it.
Look at this string
This
of
is
military
amazing.
vehicles.
This is so inspiring. If I hope I can get through without crying, it reminds me of what we do at the schools for Veterans Day when we have this beautiful celebration of veterans. We play all patriotic music, and the veterans come in, and there's not a dry eye in the place because we're just so grateful.
You know, that's so important.
Yes.
That kids learn this history
Yes.
and they understand why we have these freedoms. And I'm sure your teachers do a great job
They
of
do amazing.
putting that in the curriculum.
Yes, it's amazing, and this just gives me chills.
It does. Look at those. Here we go. PFC Aaron Toppin from Mokina represented there. Made the ultimate sacrifice for us.
Yes,
And to his family, we're grateful for that.
yes,
We always like to say, too, anytime that we're addressing our veterans, we say thank you to their families.
yes.
Because we know that they would not be able to serve our country if they didn't have the love and support of the family back home worrying about
That's
it.
right. That's right.
Good to see you.
This is great. This is what it's all about right here.
You are so right.
This is what it's all about today.
For sure.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. What a beautiful display.
Oh, this is amazing.
Of military vehicles, veterans young and old.
Yes.
From all branches of the service.
Yes, this is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Now see, he knows me. I'll always take candy.
From the post.
Atta boy. Yes. There we are. Great to see you. Thank you for being out. Thank you for your service.
I can't catch anything.
There we
I
go.
won't be able to get back up.
Atta boy. Got my grandson behind us here, Landon, clapping on. Atta boy.
He knows what to do when a flag comes by, too.
He does, for
yes,
sure.
This is amazing.
We proudly support this great country of ours and those that protect our freedom.
Feels like the 4th of July right now.
Yes, it does.
Yes, this
Yes,
is
it
great.
does.
This is great.
Outstanding. Now, you're going to see, as we get beyond here, there's a Veteran Appreciation Float, which is sponsored by Larry Crowhurst and family. Larry Crowhurst and family, it is a remarkable float. Give me your thoughts on this as you see it come by here. It's got every branch of the military
this
represented
is great.
on it. I think you really know
as
this.
a former homecoming parade float chairperson, I will be sure to let's. Oh, this is beautiful.
It looks like they're squirting out a little water too.
This is great.
That's not a bad thing.
Don's like, not on the equipment.
That's right.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. Oh yeah.
Playing some patriotic music for us.
Oh, the boat is. Oh, the boat's great.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. Outstanding.
Love it.
Outstanding. Thank you.
How fun is that? Oh,
Is that
see, this
amazing?
is exactly what you're talking about. Our dad.
Yep.
Yep.
And little cutouts there from
wow,
service
that's great.
members. Isn't that outstanding?
Very, very good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now, we have Dave Kestel. He's got a couple of golf carts here with the flag and playing patriotic music. Let's take a moment and listen.
The best thing about this is everybody is thanking the frontline workers. So even if every group is thanking them, even if you are not, if you're watching it on cable or you're sitting in the audience and you're a frontline worker, everyone is thanking them. This is a great idea.
They are. Thank
Yes,
you. It really
yes.
is important. And here come our frontline workers right now. We've got representatives from Sunbelt Rentals, LGM Balloon Decor. They create customized balloon decor for any event. Glambia Performance Nutrition, Whitmore Ace Hardware, of course, we talked about. Trinity Services. We have employees that live in town that work in other places like a Ferrara Candy.
Love it.
Well, again, we're big fans
I know,
of the
us
Ferrara
too.
Candy.
Lemonheads might be a staple in my home.
Yes, Lemonheads. I like the Boston baked goods. You can't go wrong with any of that. But
this
shipped
is amazing.
grocery delivery service.
I used a lot of delivery grocery.
Right. I'm sure you did. A lot
Yes,
of people did.
yes,
Especially
yes.
a lot of those that
This
were.
is great.
Look at the balloons
I
from
love
LG.
it.
Outstanding.
That is
Look how
so
beautiful
fabulous.
that display is.
This is like Vegas right here with these.
The new Vegas Strip, is
That's
that what
right.
you're saying?
This is it.
So there are a lot of people. Talk a little bit about that. People who might need that ship service, who couldn't go out.
For sure. I mean, especially at the beginning when we were all so fearful and we really all wanted to follow the rules. So we were all staying home, and I have elderly parents. My husband has elderly parents. We got them set up on the shipped Instacart, and groceries were being delivered to them, and that was one less thing they had to fear.
Isn't that great?
So yes, it's
people
amazing.
Who are compromised
Yes.
or elderly to
Yes.
keep them safe.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. And here's our U.S. Postal Service. Our local
They
post
didn't
office.
stop delivering.
They did not. They never stopped delivering. Outstanding work by them. All special delivery. Chris, thank you very much. Good to see our friends from the post office.
Thank you.
They really do an amazing job, whether there's a pandemic or not.
Oh, yes.
They don't get an excuse to take a day off.
They
keep
do
going.
not. They do not.
All right. Good to see them out here
Oh,
for sure.
that's so great.
Now, we've got a little gap in the parade. Usually
yes.
when on a Loyalty Day parade, and we were so sorry we couldn't have that this
I
year.
know.
You know, it's the Athens and so many people, they do such a great job putting that Loyalty Day parade on. They did line the streets with flags, which was nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So when we have that Loyalty Day parade, it's such a great time. And it's usually me that causes this big gap because I'm stopping and talking to people. So they got wise a couple years ago. They stuck me at the end.
I love
to
it.
make sure that I couldn't hold everybody else up.
I love it. They're like, put him at the end. Either put him at the beginning or the end.
That's right. Here come our healthcare workers.
All right.
Wow. We cannot say enough. Cannot say enough about our healthcare workers.
Yes, I have medical professionals in my family. My sister is a nurse. My brother-in-law actually works at Silver Cross Hospital, and they have not had a day off. And they are not doing the jobs that they signed up for, but they happily do it because they serve the medical professionals.
You are so right about that. You are so right. My daughter-in-law, Taylor, now is a nurse practitioner. She starts Monday. They open up the new Silver Cross Urgent Care, which will be very busy and great. But it's really true. And I'll tell you something else that they did is Ruth Colby and the doctors on staff, they were, anytime we needed a phone call, because we wanted to base our decisions on medical information and science. And they were outstanding, always available. Our first responders.
All right.
Here they are. Thank you to our first responders.
Definitely.
We got Deputy Chief Alessandrini and his wife, as well as many of our officers, our detectives, their family members.
Yes.
Sonia, how are you? Great to see you. There's our team. Our fire department as well, police and fire.
Yes. No days off for them either.
Deputy Chief Hillary Davis. We've got a new great crew here with Chief April DeSandro.
Oh, for sure.
And no parade would be complete without the fire department blasting the sirens, so we'll give them a minute.
This is a parade.
That's right.
We have headphones, so we're good.
We're okay. There we are. Chief Adam Regal and his crew do an amazing job out there.
Yes, they do.
Our first responders, like we said earlier, they do sign up for any situation, but this is even a new twist for them.
It's kind of like their worst nightmare.
Right.
I mean, it's the scientist Super Bowl, and it is the right now, and it is. They are using every skill that they have to problem solve at hospitals right now.
And just like you in your profession, they have to make last-second changes and adapt, and they do it well. And at a time when our law enforcement is under fire, we're blessed here in this community to have the very best.
The very best.
And here comes your crew.
Oh, thank you.
Our new Lenox teachers. All right, way to go. Our teachers. Our Kitty Academy coming through.
Love it.
There you go. Boy, what a difficult job your staff had this year.
Yes.
They really, really did.
Yes.
But they did an amazing job keeping our kids educated.
They did great.
They are
very
proud.
Top-notch, unbelievable staff. So proud and lucky to have them.
Absolutely. And now we have our constituent services. So this is Village Hall. This is Township. This is our state offices. These are people that did not get a break either. These are people who absolutely.
No, they did not.
No, they did not. Whether they were still taking care, of course, we were providing the village services, and the township was providing their services. The food pantry, of course, busier than ever.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness for them.
Yeah, they really do an amazing job.
Yes.
And our state offices, people needed help with unemployment.
Yes.
They need a lot of help, and these constituent services really came through.
Thank goodness for them. And I mean, it's just like anything. We were working around the clock, just getting our remote learning going, just like we never knew what day it was. Nobody knew. Nobody knew what day it was. And I'm sure that's how it was at the state level, too. Nobody knows.
No, for sure. What's that, buddy? You got a ton of hair. This is the grandson Landon, the oldest of 6 grandkids. Can you say hello, buddy? He starts kindergarten next year.
I mean, I heard about that. I heard.
He's quite a guy. He is going to be You're a smart kid. You're going to work hard, aren't you?
You're going to be 6 years old. I could tell just by looking at you.
Oh,
You're
he
going to be
will
6.
in January. He
He's
will be 6.
ready.
And he dresses himself. He likes to wear his police outfit
I love it.
His grandpa was a policeman. Dad was a policeman. So great-grandpa was in law enforcement.
And we
Here
love
go.
his shorts.
Absolutely.
Yes.
His American flag shorts.
Yes.
And our CERT and ESDA.
Oh, they're the best.
Our CERT team does an amazing job.
Yes.
They volunteered. When the businesses were first closed, our CERT team worked a midnight shift 7 days a week, making sure that our businesses were kept safe and weren't vandalized,
Yes.
and we did not have any issues at all.
Yes.
And our emergency services team, especially here in New Lenox, but from all the local communities, they do so much for us all year round. We couldn't be more grateful.
No. And, I know that they have helped out with some parades as well. So
Yes, let's talk as they're coming by here. Talk a little bit about graduation this year and how that worked out.
I'm going to tell you, when we first were putting it all together, we thought, oh, is this going to be impersonal? Is it going to, how long is it going to take? What's going to happen? There was something so beautiful about children in their cars with their quarantine family. So grandma got to be there, the dog, grandpa. They packed them in, one car per family, and the whole family got to graduate with the child. And that was beautiful.
In some ways, it's even a little more personal.
It was more personal. Otherwise, they're sitting in a bleacher. You can't sit, you don't even know when your child's going up. We loved it. We thought it was a great idea, and one that we could possibly use in the future.
Yes. We hope it's only an option. It's not a necessity.
No,
but,
right. Now we've got it down, and thank you so much to Lincoln Way High School. We used Lincoln Way West parking lot, and we worked with Dr. Schmidt, and it worked out perfectly, beautifully. Yes.
Yeah, our educators in this community, you really did an outstanding job. Really difficult circumstances, and I know you feel this way. We have to give credit to our parents too, because e-learning was difficult for them as well, and they did a great job helping their kids out.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It was crisis education. We were shutting down, and we still, the show must go on, so we had to do something. We have been really looking at that program just to beef it up and include more things. We listened to our parents about what they wanted to, so it'll be a little different if we have to shut down. But it's all, I can't even talk about how wonderful those teachers were. I mean, I was getting emails at midnight because they were thinking and working and questions, and so it was 24/7 they were working.
Absolutely, there's no doubt in my mind.
And our parents were too.
I know they were. Well, we're wrapping up with the rest of our ESDA crews from our neighboring towns that are here. And we're really grateful for all the support that they give us as well.
Yes.
To everybody, our veterans, our first responders, our teachers, our frontline workers, our volunteers, everybody who is out here today. On behalf of this community, we say thank you.
Yes.
Dr. Motsch, Lori,
oh my
I have to tell you,
Baldermann,
thank
this
you.
was so fun.
I have known you a long time.
Yes, we go back.
As the mayor of this community, and more importantly, just as a resident, I can't say thank you for your years of dedication, and I am so profoundly confident that you're really going to take 122 to the next level.
That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Proud to be here, proud to share and serve today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We're all proud to be Americans and proud to be right here in New Lenox.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July. Channel 6, thank you again very much to all our residents. Thank you so much for all you do day in and day out. Remember, this is a serious pandemic. Please follow the guidelines. When you're inside, put those masks on. Take care of these frontline workers.
Yes.
Do it for them, even if you don't want to do it. Do it for them and keep them safe. We'll get through this together, and then we'll get back out to our normal routine and enjoying days in and out. You have a great 4th, Lori.
You too, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Signing off from our first 4th of July parade. Thank you.